Marvel's Spider-Man hasn't been a good friend to his fellow superheroes, and Wolverine and some of his closest allies just let him know that to his face. In a new preview for Giant-Size Amazing Spider-Man #1, Peter Parker turns to some of his closest superhero buddies, but when he tries to convince them to help him, they give him a list of reasons why he's been a bad friend in the current run of Amazing Spider-Man. Peter is wearing a new suit courtesy of the Threats and Menaces news organization. In exchange for allowing people to view his actions as Spider-Man via live streaming through his suit, the hero got a significant power upgrade with his silver and gold costume. However, with the ability to live stream, Spider-Man is unintentionally inviting supervillains to know his location at all times, something Madame Mask recently used to see him coming. It also means Spider-Man is susceptible to negative PR campaigns, and a most recent one has him convincing his friends he's actually a good guy. In a new preview for Giant-Size Amazing Spider-Man #1 by Nick Spencer, Roge Antonio, Carlos Gomez, Z. Carlos, Alex Sinclair, and Joe Caramagna, Spider-Man calls for assistance as Mayor Wilson Fisk hired a handful of villains to track down Boomerang in his quest to acquire the Lifeline tablet. When his fellow heroes arrive, Spider-Man has to explain a recent PR campaign that made it seem like he wasn't on their side was fake. The heroes, led by Wolverine, admit Spider-Man hasn't exactly been the greatest friend as of late. Wolverine starts the conversation by suggesting maybe you got your brain swapped with Doc Ock, like in the Superior Spider-Man. Hawkeye says maybe he's been corrupted by an alien symbiote. Jessica Jones adds, maybe Kraven the Hunter stole your costume. The heroes tell him maybe they wouldn't be so quick to believe the worst about him if, as Wolverine puts it, he ever replied to an email. Spider-Man realizes he's been a bad friend and has let a lot of his friendships with other heroes go to the wayside. Thankfully, the heroes understand the busy life of being a superhero, despite Spider-Man taking the loner act to a whole new level sometimes. While Wolverine expressed frustration about his lack of keeping in touch, he tells Peter he'll help him, as the team assembles against the Kingpin's hired goons. Hopefully, Spider-Man realized he needs to maintain the relationships with other heroes if he needs help from them, even if that means, as Wolverine pointed out, responding to an email every now and again. His lack of responsiveness and history of being controlled by villains obviously makes it hard for heroes to believe him at face value. King-size Amazing Spider-Man #1 is in comic book stores on Wednesday. Next, Batman just proved Spider-Man is the better inventor. Visit ScreenRant.com. Related topics: Comics news, Spider-Man Wolverine. Marvel Comics about the author Liam McGuire, 1,191 articles published. Liam McGuire is a comics editor for Screen Rant. He has worked for numerous publications including Cineplex Canada, MLB.com, Vice, CBR.com, and more. You can reach out to him directly at liam.m@screenrant.com. More from Liam McGuire. More in comics news: Wolverine vs Batman. Batman proves why he could never beat Wolverine. President Superman's daily routine proves he's the best world leader. One Punch Man. Blizzard stands up to her sister for the first time. Batman 109 Pride Month variant cover art. DC reveals stunning Batman variant cover for Pride Month. Beta Ray Bill ship featured image. Beta Ray Bill's scuttlebutt is the coolest spaceship in Marvel Comics. Superman steals Captain America's most adorable MCU line. Batman's son is living an even more brutal version of his origin. Jim Gordon. Batman Gotham. Jim Gordon just got his own Batman Begins origin story. Invincible Omni-Man. Robert Kirkman interview. Invincible